The Treksperts Quiz would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Hello there. Judge, Advocate General and Quizmaster Davey Willett of Starfleet Command here. In court today, we have two alleged Treksperts who have come forward to test their knowledge of Federation law in a quiz based solely on courtroom episodes of Star Trek. Will they triumph over the injustices of the future, or will they find their objections overruled? Listen or watch along to find out. This is the Treksperts Quiz. Hello, and welcome back, people of the court and the jury, to the Treksperts Quiz, the court-martial episode. I, as always, am your host, Davey Willett, and I come to you with he/him pronouns. The Treksperts Quiz is the Star Trek-inspired trivia podcast where each week we put a bunch of self-proclaimed Star Trek experts or Treksperts into the courtroom to see who is the ultimate nerd and who will bring glory to themselves and their houses. We are going to dive straight into this courtroom drama today. I am going to be introducing to you our court reporter and dear friend of the show. It is Sam Johnson. Sam, how's it going? Welcome back. Fresh off your loss from last week.
I was about to say, I think this is the first time I've been double booked, so it's exciting to be back.
Yes. Well, I thought I needed a professional. I needed a real Trekspert here who knows really well the ins and outs of Federation law in order to court report. Do they have court reporters in the 24th century? I don't know. I didn't write a script today. I'm making things up, so... What do you want to call yourself? Court reporter? You can be court reporter.
I'm that little disc you put your hand on and it tells you if you're lying or not, you know?
Oh, yes, that's right. Finally, lie detectors, admissible in court in the future. What progress?
Yes.
All right. So we have got two defendants, shall we say, for our courtroom drama today. Oh my god, we are just making it so much. This is going to be like a disaster because I don't know any law terminology. But if you haven't figured out already, dear listeners and viewers, this quiz today is going to be all about courtroom episodes of Star Trek. So, look, let's just dive right into it. I am going to energize the transporter, and the court reporter is going to introduce our first defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Our first defendant prefers he/him pronouns and loves all Trek, especially the 90s era. He has been accused of playing along with Treksperts Quiz since the first episode and thinks he has what it takes to be the ultimate Trekspert. The court welcomes Kevin Garcia.
Kevin, welcome. You have been a fan of the show for quite some time. We've chatted a lot on Instagram, and now you are finally here in the hot seat. How does it feel?
Well, thank you for having me. A Vulcan hello to everyone. In the good sense of the term, if there is a good sense of Vulcan hello. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
How well do you know your Federation law?
as much as I know U.S. law, which as a government teacher is, I just keep telling my students, I'm a teacher, not a lawyer. So not well, I guess.
Yes. U.S. law is a very loose term, so that's fine. Well, it's a pleasure to finally have you here on this court-martial of Star Trek knowledge. And Sam, I'm going to energize the transporter again, and let's meet our second defendant.
Our second defendant prefers he, him pronouns in viewing some TNG and/or Voyager. He claims to have read the entire Star Trek encyclopedia from start to finish. He's the former co-host of the short-lived but may rise again four-quadrant podcast, Boldly Go, where some podcasts have gone before. Will the court rise for Jerry Antimano?
Hello,
Hey guys.
Jerry. How are you?
Yeah, great, Davey. Thanks so much for having me here. Really stoked to be on after listening to the podcast for a while now.
Yeah, and this is one of the things I'm really excited about today is both yourself and Kevin have come on the show as fans of the show since it started, which is very, very humbling for me. So, now that, you've been listening along, you're always kind of, messaging me and reacting to my stories and providing feedback on the episodes. But now you're here to quiz yourself on all things Federation law. How do you feel? How do you think you're going to do today?
I plan to not find myself in contempt of the court, Your Honor, and give a good account of myself and not be the one led away in chains at the end by scoring lower than Kevin.
Well, that's okay, cool. It's good to have goals. I'm all about that. So welcome finally to your big chance. We've been trying to get you on the show for a while, trying to find a time slot that lines up, which is the difficulty with making one of these shows across the world. But here you are. So I think we're gonna rip the Band-Aid right off, and we are gonna dive right into round one today, Jerry, which is general knowledge on all things Star Trek courtroom drama. All right, hands on buzzers. Let's get ready to play the Treksperts Quiz. First question, relatively easy one for a single point. What was the first Star Trek episode to feature some form of trial?
The Menagerie?
That is correct.
All right, well done. And question 2. What was the name of the scientist who tried to prove that Data was Starfleet property as opposed to a living being?
The court recognizes Jerry.
That's Commander Bruce Maddox.
That is correct.
Well done. That is a point for Jerry. 1-1 at the start of the game. And the third question. What is already determined before a Cardassian trial begins?
The court recognizes Kevin.
The verdict is already out as determined.
Verified.
Correct. We're just going to switch back to original series noises since we've got a bit of an original series vibe going on today. But well done. That is another point on the board for Kevin. We've got a strong start from both our defendants today. The fourth question. Archer was put on trial by the Klingons under what charge? Before the show, Kevin was telling us what an Enterprise fan he is. Come on.
I know. I don't really know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, yeah, what is this? What is this charge for, though?
Oh, dear.
Unable to comply.
I don't have an answer.
That's all right. The charge was conspiring against the Empire, obviously. Who wouldn't? All right.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, next question. Simon Tarsus lied about his ancestry to hide what?
Jerry, you may approach the stand.
That he had, what was it? That he had some form of Romulan ancestry.
Verified.
Yes, his Romulan grandfather.
That was one.
Well done. Well done.
From the drumhead or drummerhead? Or...
Could be. We could have some episode title questions later. I'm not referencing.
Yeah. Cheers, Kev.
Didn't think about that. So.
Okay, next question. Wesley Crusher had a flight crew in the Academy that was the subject of an inquiry. What was the name of that squadron?
Jerry.
Nova Squadron.
Verified.
It was indeed Nova Squadron. Okay, your question 7 of 9. Question 7 of 9, as long-time fans of the show you will know, is usually worth a few points. We have 3 points up for grabs in the round 1 question of 7-9. What 3 species make up the judges panel in the most recent Courtroom episode of Strange New Worlds?
Oh, wow.
The court recognizes Jerry.
Okay, I want to say human,
Mm-hmm.
Vulcan,
Mm-hmm.
and Tellarite.
Verified.
Correct on all 3 counts. Well done. Jerry is tearing up this first round. Second last question. Who was the surprise cameo/witness in the trial of the Q named Quinn?
Kevin.
Will Riker?
Verified.
Correct. It was Commander Riker. All right, final question for the general knowledge round. Jadzia Dax was put on trial for a crime allegedly committed by which previous host?
Curzon?
Kevin, you may approach the bench.
Oh, sorry. Curzon?
Verified.
It was indeed Curzon. Well done, clawing back a few points there towards the end of the first round, Kevin. Sam, how are we looking? How's the jury voting at the at the end of that round? Court is in recess.
Your Honor.
Sorry.
Let's see. Jerry is coming in with the lead at a strong 6 points, but Kevin is right behind him, tearing up that scoreboard of 4 points.
Strong start. Strong start. There you go. There you go. So, I mean, look, I reckon you both did pretty well just then. Like, there was some hard ones in there, some easy ones in there, but yeah, well done, well done. So,
Oh, just please not to score 0. To be, in all honesty.
yeah.
I was expecting 0 on my end for sure.
Those are some respectable round 1 scores. Sam would know because sometimes he's never scored that high in round 1. So
That's right. We love you, Sam. We love you.
yeah. All right. So our second round is Name the Episode. So I am going to read a description or summary of an episode which I've ripped off either IMDb or Memory Alpha. And you need to buzz in when you tell me which episode I am referring to. Now it can be from any series across the entire franchise. So get ready, hands-on buzzers for round 2. The first episode. Chief O'Brien goes through the horrific Cardassian judicial system when he is charged for an unknown crime.
The court recognizes Kevin.
Tribunal.
Verified.
Correct. It was Tribunal, second season episode, I believe. I also,
Right.
after Strange New Worlds recently aired, I think I was listening to Strange New Pod or another one of them, and someone said apparently there is some form of courtroom or legal episode in almost every single season of Deep Space Nine, which I was unaware of.
It's news to me.
I'm like right now in my head going, okay, I can like see in this season, this episode, yeah.
Yeah.
But right now I can't do. I don't have the mental ability to right now, but I'll do that later. Thank you for allowing me to think about that idea later.
Don't let it distract you too much. All right, second episode. A superior race descended from Earth dinosaurs discovers Voyager. But living proof of the controversial distant origin theory goes against
No,
the court
sorry.
recognizes Kevin.
I thought we were doing episode titles. Distant Origins is what I was going to say, but you said the title, so I was like, why is that the answer? And I hit the answer. I hit the buzzer. I'm going to shut up.
Verified.
You're correct.
Seriously?
I just
It's
didn't.
the answer, yeah.
I just didn't realize until you pointed that out that yes, in the episode summary.
Sorry, like I told myself I would not do what I just did, which was buzz while you're talking, and I did that. But you
That's
said
alright.
the name that threw me off. I was like, crap.
That's all right. We've just come to the Judge Judy version of Federation Court today. We don't claim to be professionals on this show. It's fine. Well done. That's evened up the scores. Let's dive into the third episode. And for the record, Court Reporter, I am looking for episode titles. Next one. When Worf destroys a civilian shuttle during an engagement with the Klingons, an extradition hearing is held to see if he must face charges.
Can you repeat the question or the description?
Yeah. When Worf destroys a civilian shuttle during an engagement with the Klingons, an extradition hearing is...
Rules of engagement?
I believe the court recognizes Kevin, and yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. You're very excited.
My
Yeah,
bad.
but it's a second round comeback, and that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, next episode. While answering a distress call, Picard finds himself not sure of exactly who he is dealing with, but he's sure he's dealing with the planet's version of the devil, as she claims to be.
Kevin, you may approach the bench.
Devils do.
Verified.
Yes, and thanks for waiting for Sam. Otherwise, we might have had to hold
Sorry,
you
I'm so sorry.
in contempt of court.
Uh,
Objection! I just wanted to say objection. All right, doing really, really well on this second round. And let's dive into the next one. Kirk is accused of the negligent death of a crewman.
The Kevin may approach the bench again.
Court martial.
Verified.
That
Did he
is
hit
correct.
that button or not? You know, the one that says, or whatever.
The jettison button.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Voyager's holographic doctor goes to copyright court to advocate for the rights of AI after creating a distinctly unflattering holographic story featuring the crew's facsimiles.
Kevin.
I want to say it's Latin image, but I think I'm wrong.
Incorrect.
Jerry, do you know it?
Jerry.
Author.
That was a
Verified.
Oh wow, what a guess! Amazing.
Correct. It was author. Well done.
very good.
All right. Still in it. Okay, so question 7 of 9. There are 6 points up for grabs here, and this is a tough one. In the episode The Drumhead, during the trial, there are distinct references to 6 other TNG episodes. Name as many of them as you can. There's no harm in trying. No one wants to go?
Well, 6 episodes, dude. Drumhead. I'm like thinking, what are those 6 episodes? Oh my god! Like redemption happens after. You can't even include that. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up.
Court reporter, who have we got?
We've got Jerry wants to make an attempt.
Might as well. You said 6, right, Davey?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get 6. Don't even know if this first one's correct. Final Journey, is that one of them?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right. No. We're gonna leave it there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a guess. I'll take a guess.
Am I buzzed out then?
Yeah.
I'll take a guess.
Go on, Kevin. Have a guess.
The neutral zone, sins of our fathers, or sins of our father, whichever. Oh crap! A mindful eye. I can't remember. I think I'm saying the episode name wrong. It's the one with Geordi and he's the assassin. So that's where I end with that.
All right.
So
So
sins of the father and
Insufficient data.
Sins of the Father is one of them.
Oh, the other one wasn't.
So
The neutral zone?
you get it. You get a point for one. The neutral zone's very close. So the 6 episodes are Conspiracy, Sins of the Father, Best of Both Worlds Parts 1 and 2, Family, and Data's Day. Most of the references come up around, especially around sort of Picard's when Picard's on the stand. But
yeah,
yes.
I was only thinking Romulan Klingon related episodes. That all makes sense. It's been a while since I've seen that episode, so letting up.
Well done, though. Well done. Since I that was a bit of a trick, not a trick question, but a tricky question. So you either love the drumhead and have absorbed every second of it because it's considered so iconic, or you avoid it because it's just way too heavy. All right, so second last episode. Markle Burnham, now in a far future where her half-brother's dreams have been achieved, face a tribunal of Vulcan and Romulan races to see if she and the Federation can be trusted with valuable...
The court recognizes Kevin.
I did it again. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go with Unification 3.
Verified.
Oh, crap, Ola! I am so bad with Discovery episode titles, seriously.
I think I went with like the easiest to remember Discovery episode. I think it's the only one I could find that had some kind of courtroomy thing going on, apart from when Burnham gets sentenced for mutiny in the very beginning. But you hardly call that a courtroom episode. All right, we have one last episode title for you to try and figure out based on this summary. The widow of respected scientist Dr. Nell Apgar accuses Riker of seducing her and killing her husband. Rather than turn Riker over for an unfavorable trial, the Enterprise reconstructs the facts.
Kevin.
A matter of perspective?
Verified.
It is a matter of perspective. Kevin, you absolutely slayed it in that round. Sam, before we head into recess before round 3, how are we going?
Well, Jerry's still hanging in there with a strong 7 points, but it looks like we have to add some charges to Kevin because he's clearly stolen a Borg transwarp conduit because he's now at 12 points.
Amazing, Kev.
At this point as well, I would also just like to point out that Sam is way better at these courtroom kind of references than I am. I should have actually wrote some of them down before we started because I am pulling a lot out of my ass right now. But well done. It is still a close competition and still anyone's game. Kevin, how does it feel to take the lead?
It's nerve-wracking because I've listened along to many times where I've done so well, but like I said last game, I'd be like, whoa, each question. I was just like, I don't have those answers. But then again, that was not my specialty. I don't know what my specialty is, with all honesty. So, Jerry, you'll take the lead in this next set of questions, I'm sure. So
thank you, Kevin. That's very kind of you.
Round of questions that you'll, I'm sure, do wonderful on.
Jerry, what's your confidence levels like? There's not a huge amount of ground to make up.
Yeah, if you can change the subject of the next round to non-courtroom stuff, I'll be absolutely fine. And Kevin, if you can just close your buzzer window, that will help immensely.
I apologize. I told myself too. I gotta wait till he's done. Hold myself, and I apologize, Sam, too, for cutting over earlier. Man, my bad.
That's fine. That's the aim of the game.
That's right. All right, so we're going to dive into your third round. So this is one of our Who Said It rounds. So each question is worth 2 points. So I will read a quote which comes from a courtroomy, legally type episode. Now you can get a point for telling me who said it and the episode that it came from. So 2 points. If you only know one or the other, that's fine as well. But if you only know one, then your opponent can have a shot at the other. All right, hands on buzzers. Let's go into your first quote. I was the greatest threat the Continuum had ever known. They feared me so much, they had to lock me away for eternity.
The court recognizes Kevin.
Oh, sorry. I did exactly what I said. I apologize. Quinn, in the episode Death Wish Voyager.
Verified.
That's correct. Well done. That is 2 points for Kevin.
Apologize, Davey. My bad. I'll shut up.
No, you can if you think you know it, if you think you know it, you can absolutely cut me off because some of them are long.
I actually buzzed in thinking it was me, but yeah, I'm glad you went. So you're not alone, don't worry.
All right. The next one is a short one, though. She was special to me, sir. We were intimate.
Jerry.
That's Lieutenant Commander Data in Measure of a Man.
Verified.
Well done. 2 points for Jerry, staying in the game there. All right, next one. We humans know our past, even when we're ashamed of it. I recognize this court system as the one that agreed with the line from Shakespeare, kill all the lawyers.
The court recognizes Kevin.
I don't know. It was Jean-Luc Picard, Encounter at Farpoint.
Verified.
Holy what? Holla.
All right, the next one. For thousands of years, my people had similar problems. We fought 3 world wars that almost destroyed us. Whole generations were nearly wiped out.
Kevin.
I'm just going to take a guess. I'm going to say Jonathan Archer.
That is correct. Do you know what episode that's from?
I have no episode.
All right.
So I was talking to a Zindi counselor or something.
All right. We'll give you the point for Archer. Jerry, do you know what episode that could be referencing?
I'm going to guess Azati Prime.
Incorrect.
No. It is from the episode Judgment.
I would not have guessed that. I love Enterprise.
Me neither.
All right, let's, warm myself up for this next one. All right, let's go. How dare you! You who consort with Romulans invoke my father's name to support your traitorous arguments! It is an offense to everything I hold dear, and to hear those words... I was on a roll just then, Jerry. Thank you very much. I was like...
I wanted to save you from having to...
I thought you were saying I wanted it to end. I wanted it to end. Is what
It was good. I was enjoying it.
Go
on,
ahead,
Jerry.
Go on, Jerry.
I forgot what the Admiral's name is now. It's Drumhead.
It is Drumhead.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's Admiral... what's her name? The Lady Admiral who is... the Lady Admiral who is trying to, put Simon Tarses in jail. Forget it, I can't remember her name.
Data insufficient.
All right, we'll give you the drum head. Kevin, you have a shot. Do you know the name of the Lady Admiral?
No, I don't have it. I don't have it at all.
I should get half a point for Lady Admiral, surely. Objection.
That's right. All right, it was Admiral Nora Sati.
Sati, that's it, Admiral Sati.
Totally. I got you. I know it now.
And I had that entire quote written out. You stopped me before. I was gonna fake cry and everything, but anyway. All right, the next quote. It's a short one. An affinity for Gilbert and Sullivan musicals.
Gary.
That's Spock. What was the name of this one? Strange New Worlds, episode 2. No, yeah, episode 2 just now. I don't know what the episode title is. I forgot what the episode title is. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Data insufficient.
Yes, it was Spock. Kevin, do you remember what the name of the episode was for a point?
So just to show you how much I don't know right now, the Broken Circle is episode 1. Episode 3 was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I can't think of what episode 2 is, and that's the episode we need. So that's so funny.
Yeah.
Kevin, for thinking I don't know episodes, but I got 2 of the 3, and it's the one I need. Okay, bye.
Unable to comply.
Ad astra per aspera.
A fudge,
Of course,
Sickle.
yeah.
Totally.
I blame New Trek for not putting the episode titles in
The Enterprise
the,
connection
in-
too. It's the Enterprise
Right.
connection. Michael Okuda just posted something on Instagram about the Ad Astra thing. Fudge sickle. Ugh.
All right. The next
It's
one.
annoying.
The next one's an audio one, so you're gonna have to listen very carefully. Now, I am gonna play you the French dubbed version from. It's gonna play a scene from a particular courtroom episode, right? Now, I will give you 2 points if you can tell me which episode this French dubbed soundtrack is from, and a further 2 points if you could tell me what is happening in the scene. So listen carefully. It will start in a few seconds.
Mi dica, capitano, si è completamente ristabilito dopo la tremenda esperienza avuta con i Borg?
Sì, mi sono ristabilito completamente.
Deve essere stato terribile per lei diventare esattamente come uno di loro ed essere costretto ad usare la sua vasta conoscenza riguardo le operazioni della flotta stellare per aiutare i Borg. Quante navi abbiamo perso? 39? E ancora, quale fu il numero delle vittime? Se ricordo bene, perdemmo 11.000 uomini. Viene da chiedersi come riesca a dormire la notte dopo aver provocato così tanta distruzione. Io metto in dubbio le sue azioni, capitano Picard. Io metto in dubbio le sue scelte e metto in dubbio la sua lealtà.
Vede, ci sono delle parole che conosco fin da quando ero studente.
All right, buzz in if you think you know it.
I don't, and that sounded Italian over French, but okay.
Maybe it was Italian. I don't know.
Well, I wish I paid more attention in foreign language classes at school, for sure.
Gary.
I don't know. Is it the drumhead, and is it that speech that Nora Sati is giving to Picard that you read out earlier about using her father's name and stuff?
So you're half correct. It is the drumhead, but that's not quite the scene it was. Instead, it is the scene where Nora Sati is confronting Picard about his assimilation to the Borg.
Oh, in his ready room, right?
No, on trial. So she pretty
Oh,
much
on trial.
she's
Okay.
like, "Have you recovered from your situation with the Borg?" Yeah, except
That's the
in
one.
French or Italian, whatever that was.
I would not have guessed that's what that was we were listening to. I was guessing it was to Paul and Archer. Seriously, the music did not sound like Next Generation. I was like, okay, well, it sounds like it's Paul talking, but
Look,
I don't know French or Italian, so
If you want to go and have some fun, go and watch some like TNG or Voyager with like Italian, French, or Spanish dubbing on. It's a good time. Especially Voyager. The Doctor sounds like this real kind of like sleazy old Italian dude who's. I mean, he sounds like that in English as well. But all right, second last quote. You have to be either an obsessive crackpot who's escaped from his keeper or Samuel T. Cogley, attorney at law.
Kevin.
Is the episode Court Martial?
It is Court Martial.
Is it James T. Kirk?
And that is correct.
Okay.
There you go. 2 points. Well done. And final one. Creepy stone walls, jagged metal bars. This has alien prison written all over it.
Kevin.
Is it Boimler and Lower Decks? I don't have an episode.
It is Boimler and
Boimler. Sorry, I said boiler.
It is Boimler. It is Boimler. So you get the point for Boimler. Do you know the name of the episode? Come on, Lower Decks gives you the episode titles.
I know, but I don't write them down. I don't write them down on a VHS tape. You know. Made it. Ingrained in my brain.
That's all right. We'll give you the point for Boimler, and I will throw it to Jerry. Do you know the name of the episode that quote comes from?
No idea.
That's right. Veritas. And, well, you did pretty well with your characters and episode titles during that round. Court reporter Sam, what are the jury votes looking like?
Well, it looks like Kevin might get out of this innocent with 20 points. He's taken a pretty far lead. But, Jerry, don't worry. You're going to get an all-expense-paid trip to the penal colony in New Zealand with a total of 13 points.
Not Rurapente? Rurapente? Oh, no.
I mean, it's awful to think that New Zealand has become a penal colony. It's beautiful. Like, haven't you been? I've been in New Zealand. It's gorgeous. I mean, there are worse places to be exiled. All right, that is an interesting position to be in. After an early lead from Jerry, he's now trailing behind. But you have a chance to pick it up as we go in to Warp. Alright, we are going to go into the Warp Speed round. It is your final round. 20 rapid-fire questions that will come at you one after the other. If I don't get an answer quickly, I will move on to the next question. We are sticking with the same theme. Hands-on buzzers. Question 1. What does ad astra per aspera mean?
Gary.
To the stars through struggles.
Verified.
More or less, to the stars with difficulty. Alright, next question. Who voiced the prosecutor in the Lower Decks episode Veritas?
Unable to comply.
Kurtwood Smith. Question 3. In Tribunal, O'Brien runs into an old crewmate who he served on which ship with?
Unable to comply.
Ooh, Jerry, I'll let you go.
The Rutledge.
Verified.
Correct, that's a point for Jerry. What species was the judge in the episode Dax?
Kevin.
Jorn.
Verified.
Well done. Who directed the drumhead?
Kevin.
Patrick Stewart.
Incorrect.
Jerry?
Jonathan Frakes.
Verified.
That is correct.
What a guess.
In the measure
they
of
they all count. They all count.
They do, they do. In The Measure of a Man, Captain Philippa Louvois had just established what type of office on board the starbase?
Gary.
Starfleet JAG office.
Verified.
That is correct. Q accuses humanity of being what in Encounter at Farpoint?
Jerry.
Savage. Or savages.
sufficient data.
No, not what I'm looking for, I'm afraid. I'm going to throw to Kevin.
Yeah, I don't have it.
All right.
Unable to comply.
A dangerously savage child race. Next question. Which well-known Klingon family appears in the Enterprise episode Judgment?
Kevin.
Naros?
Verified.
Yes, it was the Duros family. Who plays the role of the judge in Devil's Due?
Unable to comply.
Data. In a matter of perspective, where does Riker's trial take place?
Unable to comply.
Okay. Kevin, I'll let you go.
In the holodeck on the Enterprise?
Verified.
It was the holodeck.
Yeah.
Next question. When did Ad Astra per Aspera stop being the motto for Starfleet?
Kevin.
When the Federation was founded in 2161?
Verified.
After the founding of the Federation was the answer I was after. Which series regular did not appear in the episode Unification 3?
Unable to comply.
Kevin, I'll let you go.
Series regular, I'm gonna give the character Tilly.
Negative.
Afraid not. Jerry, do you know who it was?
Series regular. Stamets.
Incorrect.
No, it was Dr. Culper. Close though. In the Drumhead, how did Lieutenant Jadan pass secrets to the Romulans?
Unable to comply.
Via fluid in a syringe. In the first duty, which Voyager actor made an appearance?
Gary.
Robert Duncan McNeil.
Verified.
Yes, it's Nick Lacano. Wesley is condemned to die after treading on some flowers in which TNG episode?
Kevin.
Justice?
Verified.
Well done. What type of class does Boimler miss on account of being thrown in prison in Veratus?
Say that again? Sorry.
What type of class does Boimler miss on account of being thrown in prison in the episode Veratus?
I know what you're talking about too, but I don't got it.
Jerry?
I don't know, it's a guess. Calisthenics.
Unable to comply.
Wrong sound effect.
Incorrect.
This is the messiest episode I've done in ages. No, Kevin, do you know it? Do you want to take a guess?
He missed jujitsu. I don't know.
Incorrect.
Pottery
Miss
class.
Painting or something.
Pottery,
I bet it was like an
pottery.
art class or something.
That makes sense.
In Court Martial, Kirk is on trial for the death of which crewman?
I saw that too. Help me.
Unable to comply.
Too late. Lieutenant Commander Finney. What does Picard tell Wesley is the first duty of every Starfleet officer in the first duty?
Gary.
The duty of every Starfleet officer is to the truth, whether it's historical truth, scientific truth, etc., etc.
Beautiful, well done.
But Riker tells Deanna Troi the first duty is to the ship. Sorry. She remembers, and then she goes back, she does it, she sends Geordi to his death. Sorry, okay. Holodeck Geordi. Sorry.
Yeah, but she doesn't lie about sending him to his death.
No.
All right.
She's to the ship.
All right, second last question of Warp. What is the minimum sentence for hiding genetic modifications in Starfleet / the Federation?
Jerry.
2 years.
Verified.
2 years in New Zealand. You're gonna head to Queenstown for Gay Ski Week for 2 whole years. It'll be awful. All right, and your final question. What was Worf / guarding or protecting during the events of Rules of Engagement?
Kevin.
Like passage for civilians? I don't know.
Incorrect.
Incorrect, Jerry.
Wasn't it a child or something?
Incorrect.
It was a Cardassian convoy. Ah, dear. All right, let's come out of warp. All right, well done, well done. Now, that was a hard-fought battle, but there can only be one, and it was close. It was really close. Who was proven innocent and who was proven guilty, Sam?
Well, I want to do something special. I want to award a half point to Kevin because he not only named the right era, but he also named the exact year the Federation was founded.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's going to get a half point for that.
Yeah, Troy mentioned it in an episode of TNG when they're playing poker. I can't remember the episode. It's season 5, I think.
That's correct.
4.
But in the end, it looks like Kevin gets to go home with 25.5 points. And Jerry, we're going to put you on a barge for Rora Pinthe with a solid 20.
Well done.
You got me, Kev.
That was a good close game. Good close game. But you have been proven innocent. You really know your Federation law, Kevin. Give us your victory speech.
Oh, it's an enterprising opportunity to do this. I excel so much. I'm a titan amongst many who have played this before, I guess. But I think my worthy opponent, I enjoyed this opportunity. I thank you so much, Davey and Sam.
Thank you. You were a lot of fun. And Jerry, before we ship you off to the South Island of New Zealand for 2 years, what are your any final words?
I mean, I think I have to quote Captain Janeway here to say, I don't like bullies, I don't like threats, and I don't like courtroom quizzes about Starfleet.
Beautiful.
But the best man won in the end, Kevin. So congratulations, and it was amazing being on the show, Davey.
You were both a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. As messy as some of my planning for this episode was. That's when the Treksperts Quiz is at its best. So thank you both so much. Before we wrap up for today, though, a quick round of where our Trekspert fans can find and interact with you on the interwebs. Sam, I'll start with you.
Hello. I no longer have a podcast, so you can find me either in the Strange New Pod Discord on the lower decks, just lingering around, or in the Treksperts Quiz Discord, where I occasionally pop in.
Thank you. And Jerry, where can the Treksperts interact with you online?
Yeah, you guys can listen to me on the podcast I had started and is at the minute in hiatus. And has been for a little bit of time, but feel free to tune in and listen to old episodes if you like. It will hopefully come back on in the next year or so. But that podcast is the 4 Quadrants podcast, and you can find it on Instagram as at the number 4_quadrants_pod. And you can also listen to it on any of the channels that you get your podcasts on. But I have most recently been on the Computer Resume podcast with Mr. Todd A. Davis, and you can find that at Computer Resume pod or podcast on Instagram. And
amazing.
if I may, Davey, I'd like to throw the gauntlet down to Mr. Todd A. Davis for a Trekspert duel, if you like.
Ooh, all right.
So, Todd, if you're listening, I'll have you.
Todd does listen to the show, and he's been on twice, and he's quite the competitor. So, all right, I'll definitely have to make sure that gets across to him. That's exciting.
I need some redemption as well, Davey. So
Yeah.
there you go.
You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first. Todd, put it up. All right. I didn't know what to say there. And Kevin, where can the Treksperts interact with you online?
Stare trekking at stare trekking on Twitter or at stare trekking at Instagram. I just make memes of things I like about related to Star Trek. It's nothing big at all. So thank you for the opportunity to do this, Davey. Like, I feel like you have all these people who are doing things within the Star Trek world, and I just do little things about my interest in the Star Trek world, which is all of it. So I like every aspect of Star Trek.
We need the memes. Don't devalue the memes. We need the memes. Because the memes make episodes that I can't stand, like this week's episode of Strange New Worlds, feel good again. So, controversial opinion. David didn't like it. Thank you. And thank you all very so much for coming on. You would all be welcome on again anytime soon. Sam, you'll definitely be on again. You're just like part of the furniture on the bridge here now. But of course, in closing, everyone, if you were screaming out the correct answers today when one of our Treksperts got it wrong and you think that you can do better, well, please put your latinum where your mouth is. You can register to be a contestant by heading over to trekspertsquiz.com and filling out the form on our site. You can make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook by searching for the Treksperts Quiz. You can even email us directly on trekspertsquiz@gmail.com. We welcome all your feedback, quiz ideas, or just to say hello. Don't forget to check out the other amazing shows on the BQN network, which I share, which are the shows such as All Good Things, Galaxy Class, History with the Zalagis, Infinite Diversity, Mickey's Marvels, Sasquatch, What's the T-Bev, Cinema Z, Captain's Couch, and my other show, Bargain Bin Gamer, spelt Gaymer. You can find any or all of these by searching for the BQN Master Feed wherever you get your podcasts from. And don't forget, you can interact with all of the BQN hosts over on our BQN Collective Facebook page. That is it for now. We will not have an episode next week as I will be away for my anniversary. But in the meantime, please be sure to catch up on all our previous episodes and leave us a 5-star review on YouTube or wherever you get your audio podcasts from. It really does help the show. But until next time, remember that no matter what you do and no matter where you go, make sure you go boldly. Live long and prosper, everyone.